Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code VIKAS10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic National Affairs for July month. It will be quite an interesting and important session, so stay tuned with us till the end. If you are new here students, do subscribe to us and share the link of this video with your friends, cousins, relative, neighbors and let them know about this interesting platform. And students, this is the part 1 of the National Affairs. We will be discussing part 2 tomorrow. Let's start. First is UP's Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Union Minister of State for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh has laid the foundation stone for India's first green data center at Saibabad in Ghaziabad, UP for 1000 crore rupees. Question asked is that this new facility is being developed in collaboration between which of the following two organizations. So which are the two organizations we are talking about? It is Central Electronics Limited and ESDS Software Solutions Limited. So between these two organizations they collaborated for the same this new facility, right? India's first green data center. Next, name the digital platform introduced by the model rules for fueling of trees in agriculture lands by not felling, I repeat. Name the digital platform introduced under the model rules for felling of trees in agriculture land by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in June for farmers to register their plantations and obtain permissions for the felling of the trees which comes in their agriculture land. Right? So, what is the name of the digital platform? It is National Timber Management System. Next is in June, Union Minister of Home Affairs and Cooperation Amit Shah inaugurated the headquarters of the National Turmeric Board. Where is it located to boost the turmeric exports and support farmers? So this National Turmeric Board, it is in Nizamabad, Telangana, and it is to boost the turmeric exports and support the farmers. The aim here is to increase the turmeric exports to $1 billion by 2030. Next, in June, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh Devendra Fadnavis inaugurated a dedicated hedging desk in Pune under the project SMART to ensure fair market prices and increased income for the farmers of Maharashtra. Initially, the desk will focus on which crops? This will be focusing on cotton, turmeric and maize. Next, in June, 6-year-old Tbir Singh set a world record by becoming the youngest to climb which mountain? Mountain Elbrus, that is the highest peak of the European continent. Next, which company became the first Indian firm in the renewable energy sector to surpass 15,000 megawatt of installed operational capacity after commissioning 1011.5 megawatt of power projects in Khavda, Gujarat. So, which company became the first Indian firm in the renewable energy sector to surpass 15,000 megawatts? It is Adani Green Energy Limited. Next, in June, where did Kerala Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar launch the Raj Bhavan Anadhan scheme? Anadhan scheme. Repeat, that is Raj Bhavan Anadhan scheme. So, where did Kerala's Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar ji launched it? It was launched in Goa, right? And a check of worth 1,20,000 rupees was handed over to the Goa State Providence Organization with a financial assistance of 25,000 rupees each was provided to approximately 40 patients during the event. Next, where was the first Association of Southeast Asian Nation India Cruise 2025 dialogue held, which was inaugurated by Sarbandana Sonowal in June? So, where was the first Association of Southeast Asian Nations India Cruise, that is Asian India Cruise dialogue held? Where was this held? It was held in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and it is to boost the cruise tourism in India, right? Because this in itself is a big economy, correct? And under this Sagarmala initiative also, which was launched in 2015, the aim is to modernize the India's ports and also the coastal as well as inland waterways development so that better logistics can also take place. Next, name the new super application launched by the Ministry of Railways on 1st of July, which replaced the Swarail app to provide consolidated railway services. So which is that application? It is RailOne. This is a new super application and it was launched during the 40th Foundation Day of the Center for Railway Information Systems CRIS in New Delhi, and RailOne has been developed by CRIS only, correct? This is a single sign-on system and various comprehensive services are also available on this. Next, which state government launched the Digi Lakshmi scheme, a transformative initiative aimed at digitally empowering the urban poor women and promoting self-reliance through entrepreneurship? So which state government has launched this Digi Lakshmi scheme? Launched by Andhra Pradesh. And this scheme aims to enable self-help group women to become entrepreneurs under the state's One Family, One Entrepreneur vision. Next, what is the name of the National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development as officially renamed by the Ministry of Women and Child Development? So, what is the new name? The new name here is, what is the new name? New name here is Savitribai Phule National Institute of Women and Child Development. This name has been given to honor Savitribai Phule, a visionary 19th century educationist and social reformer. Next, mention the public sector enterprise that secured a locomotive export order from African Rail Company to enhance the regional connectivity in the African nations, and a railway redevelopment contract of Tumakuru railway station, that is in Karnataka, from Southwestern Railways. So mention that public sector enterprise that secured this locomotive order. It is Rail India Technical and Economic Services Limited. Next, which of the following state or union territory held their first ever Astro Tourism Festival in June? So, Astro Tourism Festival, right? That is aimed at fostering scientific curiosity and boosting the astro tourism in the region. Which is the following state or UT started this first ever astro tourism? It was in Ladakh, because the sky view here is very clear. The stars are visible very bright or in a clear way in these areas. Next, where was the India's first equine disease-free compartment officially recognized by the World Organization for Animal Health established? So, where was this established? It was established in Meerut. Meerut, UP, right? World Organization for Animal Health officially recognized India's first EDFC that will be located in Meerut, UP. Next, which Indian ministry rejoined the Unicode Consortium as a supporting member, gaining the voting rights alongside the United States of America? So, which is that Indian ministry? It is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Next, name the high capacity Switchcom router with 25.6 terabit per second throughput that was launched by the Union Minister of State for Rural Development, Dr. Pemasani Chandrasekhar, at the Center for Development of Telematics campus in Delhi. So name that high capacity Switchcom router. It is Saksham 3000. Next, and this Saksham 3000, it is tailored for the modern data centers and it is built to power large-scale computing clusters, cloud infrastructure, 5G, 6G networks and AI workloads. Next, identify the indigenous defense manufacturer that secured emergency procurement contracts worth 300 crore rupees from the Indian Army in July for supplying bulletproof jackets and advanced ballistic helmets. So, name that indigenous defense manufacturer. It is SNPP Limited. This contract includes 27,700 bulletproof jackets and 11,700 advanced ballistic helmets that are equipped with the features designed for stringent combat conditions. Next, Which state government approved the implementation of Mukhyamantri Vridhavan Gram Yojana to make the state's village self-reliant? It is Madhya Pradesh state. And under this scheme, one village from each district will be selected having a minimum population of 2000 and at least 500 kettles. And the selected villages will be developed as the Vrindavan Grams, setting a model for self-sufficiency and holistic development of others. Next, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Garibi Mukt Gram Gaon Yojana. It was launched by the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Bhajan Lal Sharma, in July. That aims to eliminate what in Rajasthan? So it aims to eliminate rural poverty in Rajasthan. Right, and under this scheme, about 5,000 villages will be selected in the first phase with allocation of 1,300 crore rupees to support the BPL families, that is below poverty line families. Next, in July, the Karnataka cabinet has approved the renaming of Bengaluru City University after which former Prime Minister of India? So it is after Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who is the former Prime Minister of India, and this will be now named as Dr. Manmohan City University. So that's all for the day, students. Now let's move to the revision part and we'll proceed to the part 2 of this video tomorrow.
Next, Nira Chopra has won gold in javelin throw in the inaugural edition of the Nira Chopra Classic 25, a World Athletics gold level event held in July. Where did the event take place? This event took place in Bengaluru, Karnataka, and Nira Chopra has secured the first position here. Next, identify the position that India secured in the 2025 Asian Para Archery Championship held in July in Beijing, China, which is topped by China with an overall medal tally of 17 medals. Right, it stands at second position. Correct, India secured second position with a total of 9 medals, out of which 3 are gold and 3 silver and 3 bronze. Next, in July, Indian sprinter Animesh Kujru secured the first place in the men's 100 meter at a Dromia International Sprints and Relay that was held in Greece with a record-setting time of 10.18 seconds, making him the first Indian to break the 10.2 second mark. So, it is for 100 meter at the Dromia International Sprints and Relays. Next, which position did India get in the second leg of the 2025 World Boxing Cup held in Astana, Kazakhstan in July, which was topped by Kazakhstan with a medal tally of 16 medals. So, India secured third position here. Kazakhstan secured the first position in the medal tally with 16 medals. Next, identify the correct statement regarding the Wimbledon Championship that was held in July in London, UK. We will look at the options. Option A and C are right, B is wrong. B is saying Spain's Carlos Alcaraz defeated Jannik Sinner of Italy to win the Wimbledon men's singles title. Is it correct? So remember, Jannik Sinner, right, defeated Carlos Alcaraz, not Carlos Alcaraz defeated. So Jannik Sinner is the winner here. So all the options are rightly mentioned. Next, Hari Krishnan A. Rao became India's 87th Grandmaster after winning his final Grandmaster norm in France. Next, mention the team that won the inaugural edition of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 by defeating PSG, that is Paris Saint-Germain, that was held in USA. So, who won the inaugural edition of the FIFA Club World Cup? It was won by Chelsea Football Club and they defeated PSG in the final held in USA. Next, name the Indian female footballer, also the first Indian woman to play professional club football in Europe, who announced her retirement from football in July 2024. So, name the Indian female footballer. Aditi Chauhan is that Indian footballer. Next, who has been appointed as the head of the 8-member working group by the ICC in July to explore the possibility of restructuring Test cricket into a 2-tier system. So, Sanjog Gupta has been appointed as the head of the 8-member working group by the ICC, right? And take a note of this. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the fourth leg of the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour held in Las Vegas, USA. If we look at the options here, option A and C are right, B is wrong. B is saying that the Hans Mock Niemann secured second place while Hikaru Nakamura secured the third position here. Is it correct? So remember, Hans Mock Niemann, right? Did he secure the second position here? Instead of these two, remember, Arjun Argesi secured 6th position and R. Pragnanda secured 7th position in the series here. Next, identify the badminton player who has won the respective men's single and women's single title of the 42nd edition of the Japan Open Badminton Tournament held in Tokyo, Japan. Right? So identify the badminton players here. Shi Yuki and NC Young. These are the badminton players who have won the respective men's singles and women's single title of the 42nd edition of the Japan Open Badminton Tournament. Next, name the West Indies cricketer who has announced his retirement from international cricket in July 2025. Andre Russell, right? A West Indies all-rounder has announced his retirement recently. Next, who was appointed as a full-time Chief Executive Officer of the Indian Olympic Association by Executive Council in July 2025. So, Raghuram Iyer was appointed as the full-time Chief Executive Officer of the Indian Olympic Association. Next, mention the name of the F1 driver who has won the 70th edition of the Belgian Grand Prix held in Belgium in July 2025. So, Oscar Piastri, right, is the name of that F1 driver who has won the 70th edition of the Belgian Grand Prix. And he drives for McLaren. Next, Hockey India successfully conducted the 15th Hockey India Congress in July in Mahabalipuram, Tamil Nadu, completing how many years of the Indian hockey's glorious journey? So, India successfully completed 15th Hockey India Congress in July, commemorating 100 years of this journey. Which department signed a non-disclosure agreement with NPCI International Payments Limited in July to collaborate on transforming inward remittances to India by integrating UPI with Universal Postal Union interconnection platform? So, which department signed this NCD with NPCI International Payment Limited? It is your Department of Posts. Next, mark the correct statement regarding Maritime Financing Summit 2025. We will look at the option A and C are right, B is wrong. B is saying that the Maritime Development Fund with an initial corpus of 50,000 crore rupees was announced in Union Budget 25-26 with 49% contribution from the government. Is it right? Is it 49% contribution here from the government? No. Yes, it is actually 49%, but the initial corpus was not 50,000 crore rupees. It was 25,000 crore rupees. Now option B is also right. Next, pick out the correct statement regarding the initiatives launched by the President Draupadi Murmu ma'am on completing 3 years in office in July. So, correct statement we have to find here. All these three are rightly mentioned. Next, mention India's first hydrogen powered train coach whose test was successfully conducted by Indian Railways at Integral Coach Factory in Chennai in July 2025. So, mention the first hydrogen powered train coach. It is driving power car. Right? This marks a major step towards achieving clean, green, sustainable rail mobility, supporting India's climate targets, and a shift towards future-ready transport systems. Next, what is the name of the new mascot unveiled by the Income Tax Department during the 166th Income Tax Day celebrations, presided over by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in July 2025? So, what is the name of that new mascot? It is Madhukar. Take a note of this. This is important, and this is the new mascot for the IT department. Next, identify the defense public sector undertaking that signed a 2,000 crore rupees contract with the Ministry of Defense in July to supply air defense fire control radars to the Indian Army under Buy Indian indigenously designed, developed and manufactured category. So, identify the defense public sector undertaking, which is that we are talking about. Name it. It is Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL. Next, name the head of the dedicated COP33 cell established by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to manage the professional and logistical requirement for the 33rd Conference of Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change proposed to be hosted by India in 2028. So, name the head of the dedicated COP33 cell. So, right option here is Ved Prakash Mishra. He will be the head of the COP33 cell. Next, mark the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Tamil Nadu from 26th to 27th of July. We will look at the options here. Option A, B and C. All three of them are rightly mentioned.
Next, where was the 14th edition of the India-Singapore Joint Military Exercise? Exercise Bold Kuruketra was held in July 2025. So, this exercise, the 14th edition of Bold Kuruketra, was held in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Right? And here, Indian contingent was led by Colonel Arjun Ganpati. Next, mark the correct statement regarding Gan Bharatam Mission announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in July 2025. If we look at the options, all these three are rightly mentioned. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the initiatives unveiled by the Ministry of Earth Science on 19th of Foundation Day in July 2025. If we look at the options here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, in July, which state's transport department received a no object certificate from the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways for launching India's first state government-led artificial intelligence and big data analytics based road safety pilot project? So, which state's transport department has received this NOC? It was for Uttar Pradesh, and this marks the first state government-led AI intervention in road system that is aiming at improving the enforcement efficiency and reducing the road accidents. Next, the World Bank Group in partnership with which organization has released their report titled Towards Resilient and Prosperous Cities in India? So it was with World Bank Group along in with partnership with Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. They have released this report highlighting the potential of Indian cities to generate 70% of the new jobs by 2030. Next, as per the July 2025 edition of the Henlay Passport Index released by Henlay and Partners, what is India's rank in global passport ranking offering visa-free access to 59 destinations? So India stands at 77th position in this index. Next, United Nations Security Council unanimously adopted a resolution 2788 that was titled Pacific Settlement of Disputes, which aims to strengthen the mechanisms for the peaceful settlement of international disputes. Next, identify the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day visit to UK in July 2025. If we look at the options here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, identify the incorrect statement regarding the signing of 6 MOUs by the Government of India with the Government of Maldives. If we look at the following and we have to find the incorrect statement, all are right but fifth is wrong. That is, an MOU was signed in recognition of the Constitution of India by the Maldives. So it was an MOU was signed in the recognition of the Constitution of India by the Maldives. Is it correct? No, this is wrong here. Remember, not an MOU that was signed here. Next, on his visit to Maldives in July, Prime Minister Narendra Modi along with Maldives President Mohammad Muzi has released what? They have released a commemorative postage stamp marking 60 years of diplomatic relations between India and Maldives. Can you tell me, students, India has opened a line of credit of how much to Maldives? Let me know the amount here, right? And this was approved few days back only. Next, which small finance bank has launched the foreign currency non-resident deposit account and explorer saving account in July, targeting non-resident Indians and seafarers? So, which small finance bank it is? It is your Equitas Small Finance Bank. Next is, according to RBI's provisional data, the gross NPA of public sector banks steadily decreased to what percent in FY25? It steadily decreased to 2.58%.